news category, I had made a cursory look through this as well. For news, I'm looking for all the things I mentioned before in terms of context, content, composition, moments, obviously, but for the most part, newsworthiness. And what I want to know is what's happening, and that read should be in the forefront of every frame, knowing exactly what's going on, and to have that message delivered pretty quickly without having to necessarily go back and look at the captions. But the captions too need to be informative and add the things that I can't see in the image. So for all of those, though, that will separate the almost from the not so muches. This one stood out to me because just the number of people struck my attention, and it looks like a distribution point that's been flooded with people who are hungry and waiting for food, but I could be reading that wrong. Let's look at the caption. Yep, so U.S. aid, okay. So the image, the content, context, information, all read right, and the caption supported what my interpretation of the content of the image demonstrated. So that is a win. Okay. A lot of these are features. That's a pictorial. I appreciate re-enlistments, but for me, I'm not sure if that's necessarily newsworthy. Static. This is kind of fun. Maybe it's about sports. I'm going to say it's about sports, but looking at putting it in a different category. Okay, we're back at the top. I've narrowed it down to these. Content, context, newsworthiness, and composition. So that is not my pick. I need to see more faces. This is a pretty little feature photo. Okay. This too is, in my mind, more of a feature category type of image, but I'm going to hold on to it for a minute. Let's look at the captions. No caption. Okay. No caption. You guys, seriously, need to caption your images. Making me crazy. This is a news category. At a minimum, you should have a who, what, when, where, and why in your captions. Okay. All right. I really liked this image. I really wish that y'all had put a caption to it. My best guess is that this is some sort of memorial for a fallen police officer. That's my best guess. But because I don't have a caption, I don't know. Okay, so here's what I'm going to get rid of. This one. Repatriation, okay, makes sense. So one, so nice image. I would say it might have been a little stronger without the stripes in the corner. Just maybe a little bit. Okay. You know, I look at this picture and, you know, okay, so it is newsworthy. It's the commander-in-chief doing a troop review. But Where are the troops? Is it a good image because it has the queen in it? Probably not. The lighting's not all that great. It's newsworthy, but I think it lacks just a little bit of emotional response. It's a very static image, and for that reason, I'm going to untag it. So that leaves these 5 images, which I think are pretty solid. This is number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Again, 1, 2, 3, 4,